Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jackie. Happy Friday the 13th.
Morning. Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh, I just love that you are you were,
Oh, look, there's a black cat crossing behind me. There you go.
that was amazing.
I totally trained the cat to do that, just so you know.
I wouldn't believe you even if you did, because cats cannot be trained. So that's amazing. Well, okay, before we dive into our topic today, tell everybody where you are, what that beautiful background is behind you, what part of the world you're in, what you do, all the good things.
Yeah, I am Jackie Hyatt, and I am a yoga instructor. I'm also an architect, and I teach yoga here in Sarasota at Our Y. I do private, and I am also your backyard yoga fairy for social distancing practices in the comfort of your own backyard or before a stressful event. All of my contact is on my Facebook.
Before a stressful event, I should talk to you about coming out and doing yoga for our brides.
Absolutely, yes. Talked to
Oh,
a couple of brides about
that's
that.
that would be a
A lot of
fun.
great yoga that you can do to increase circulation, get that skin beautiful for the day,
Yeah.
decompress.
Ooh, okay. I love
Yeah,
it. All right. Well, we have a lot ahead of us today, so I'm going to let
yes,
you jump in to the sunrise. It's going to be our first sunrise in Tampa in a
yeah,
while. I hope everybody's safe in the
yes,
Florida area.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, there was so much damage from that storm surge. I hope everybody's okay and able to just sit back and enjoy this beautiful sunrise this morning. So please, would you like to take us into it, my love?
Definitely. All right, well, welcome to Friday the 13th. And when I saw on the schedule that I was going to be doing Friday the 13th, I actually got a little chill because growing up, Friday the 13th was a very scary superstition in my family. Being Hispanic, pretty much anything that can be a superstition is a superstition. So I really wanted to share a meditation today with everybody about how to address not just the widely held um, and unjustified beliefs that are in your own family and your own culture, but the ones that you might be holding inside yourself about yourself. So, with that being said, any meditation that you do is going to it's just going to flow better if you first check in with your body and wake your body up and start there. We wake up the body, we set it up, we wake up the mind, we invite the breath and the spirit, and then all are together dancing. And that is really what meditation's about. So let's get started with a wake up. We're going to do a different one this morning. Normally I do a sunrise stretch. Today we're just going to take our hands, palms facing up, and turn them up towards the sky. And you can go ahead and leave your eyes open for this. And then you're going to turn your palms back and face them behind you. And just connect the breath with this movement. Palms facing up in front of you, palms facing back behind you. Exhaling as your palms go back, inhaling as they come forward. And we'll do a few more of these. Last one here. And now take your palms and face them in, and then totally flip them around to back. So now you're rolling your shoulders around and then back. Just sort of waking up the spine here. And you can even curve your spine a little bit in a cat position, black cat position as you come in. And arch back. A few more of these. And go ahead and release your palms down and take a deep inhale and look up. Press your chest up. And on your exhale, bring your chin down to your chest and let your back arch. And go ahead and come back to center. Allow your eyes to flutter closed, and let's go into the meditation temple. Inhale deeply, exhale and ground down into every surface that is touching the ground. If you're on your back, your shoulders, your spine, everything, allow it to become heavy and support you. Begin to notice your breath here. Exhale fully, and on your inhale, come into your spine. Erect your spine softly and gently up to the sky, crown of the head pointing towards the sky. I saw a really great quote by Rupi Kaur I thought I'd share with you guys today. Our backs tell stories no books have the spine to carry. And I thought that'd be a beautiful quote to share as we come into our wonderful spines. So now that we're in our meditation temple, let's talk about superstition. Allow your breath to stay natural, smooth, just focusing gently on your inhales and your exhales, but not trying too much to control. So as I mentioned before, our meditation on superstition today, the definition of superstition is a widely held but unjustified belief. And so today I want to talk about the widely held but unjustified beliefs that we may have within us about ourselves or about a particular aspect of our life that's maybe causing a little bit of a obstruction for you as you try to walk through your life and you try to get past certain things to reach the goals you want to reach. So, in order to do that, we need to work on what is called our samskaras, which are impressions or imprints that we have in our mind where thought patterns were created as we were growing up. So we're going to work on reprogramming those. So as you sit here in your comfortable pose, think of an unjustified belief you may have about something in your life or yourself. And I'll give you a little bit of time here to search your mind for that. I'll give you a little example about myself. As I was growing up, I had asthma, so I didn't get to participate in sports when I was in elementary school. And somewhere along the line there, someone told me I wasn't good at sports. So my time would be sitting on the bench or being the last child chosen for the kickball team. And for a long time, I wasn't competitive and I didn't consider myself to be somebody athletic or physical. And luckily, right around when I turned 17, 18, I thought to myself, who told me this? Why do I believe this? Where did this come from? And a big voice came to me and said, it didn't come from me. So think about that. So I joined a gym and I have been a member ever since. I've run in races. I've challenged myself physically to the point of injury sometimes, but I let go of that belief and chose one for myself. So now maybe you thought of something that is similar for you in your life. Are you able now to visualize a different outcome for this idea? Maybe see yourself in the situation doing something utterly and completely different that comes from you. Notice your breath. Notice where you might be feeling this right now in your body. Maybe in your gut or in your heart. Breathe into that area. Release those unjustified beliefs on your exhales. Inhale the potential for creating your own beliefs. You are the author of your story. Be compassionate with yourself. When something comes up in life and you feel in your gut that it's not right, ask yourself, where did this idea come from? And if the answer is not from me, then rewrite it. Today is a new and beautiful day. You will honor yourself in all ways possible for yourself today. Now we're going to do a quick little pranayama that can help us to root down into the root chakra. When we do a lot of mind work like this, we tend to be up in the top 3 chakras and feeling a little flighty and a little anxious. So this pranayama, I learned it recently, really helped me to root down and to sort of get back into a feeling of stability. So go ahead and come back into your body. Take a deep breath in to the count of 8 through the nose. Exhale to a count of 8 through the nose. Again, deep inhale to the count of 8. And as you exhale, begin to see your exhale as the color red, a warm red as it flows out through the back of your throat. And now we're going to add in the last part of this process. On your exhale, tighten all of the muscles of your pelvic bowl. And your pelvic bowl is basically all of your bathroom muscles. This is called Mula Bandha. Now you want to gently tighten as you exhale, continuing to see the warm red releasing up and out on the exhale. Wrapping yourself around your pelvic bowl as you exhale. Releasing tension as you exhale from your shoulders, your neck, your mouth, your forehead, and focusing any small amount of tension just in the pelvic bowl as you gently touch this part of your body that you don't really give a whole lot of attention to, but is so important. I explained it in my class the other day. It was a very male class, so I had to use a male kind of analogy. But today I'm going to use an architectural one. Imagine that you have the exterior walls of a building, a 2-story building. Those exterior walls are your abdominal muscles and your back muscles. Your pelvic bowl is the walls inside that hold that second floor up. You need to strengthen those and give them some time and some gentle touch. So let's have one more round here. And go ahead and release with a sigh. Take a deep inhale here. Raise your arms up and give yourself a big hug. Now allow your eyes to gently come open and look at the screen, and let's all breathe together for 1, 2, 3 breaths. 3 breaths together. Inhale. Release. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it felt like I was hugging you at the end. Hi, hugging everybody. Oh my goodness, I don't know where to start. First of all, the 13-year-old boy in me really liked the phrase bathroom muscles. That was hilarious. But also, like, the whole thing is just so beautiful. And I realized it's really hard to pinpoint your own superstitions if they're not something that you've confronted yet. You know what I mean? Because if you still believe them, which most superstitions are something that you believe, you don't see them as a superstition. You see them as this is just what's going on. So it's kind of interesting because you have to like take a step back and say, what am I irrational about?
Where is the evidence? You know, that's the there's a great acronym that Gabrielle Bernstein has in one of her books, FEAR, false evidence appearing real. And that always stays with me because that's kind of how I, label or identify, those things that might be bringing anxiety in the day, just where's the evidence?
Yeah, where's evidence? Man, I needed that. I didn't know. It's funny because, like, on a very shallow element of superstition, like the biggest superstition I thought I always have to confront on as part of my job is the wedding day superstitions. Because I have to be very careful with how I email brides. Like I'm so excited about my wedding this weekend because the hurricane went through before the wedding and now it's beautiful. But even with that, like I was so scared, like I was going to email my bride and be like, the sun's out. I'm so excited. But then I'm like, if I say that, will she hope that I had knocked on wood?
Yes.
So
and there's a lot of people that believe a rainy day means a good marriage. So you just don't know. You just don't know.
A wet knot is harder to entangle, is what we say.
Oh, that's a great one. I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's the things we tell ourselves to justify that it's okay that it's raining right now.
Right, exactly.
It's one of the things that I actually walk through with my brides and my grooms, like before the wedding day, is I say, everybody visualizes their wedding day with perfect weather. Nobody ever visualizes their wedding day with rain. And I have them do a little visualization and say, okay, now picture your scene of what you've got, picture the venue, picture everything. And now just imagine that it's raining and how romantic that is. And just like give them that moment of like, oh, I can see it like this too. It's not going to be ruined by rain. Rain is beautiful. Rain is romantic.
So important.
We're gonna do, and I learned that actually this year to start doing that is just like, okay, especially with COVID, it's like, okay, things are gonna go wrong. Let's just visualize that before we go into the wedding day. So
that is so wonderful. I'm sure your brides and grooms all appreciate that what you're doing is you're helping them to detach from an expectation, which is just on such an important day, so valuable.
And
really.
I think you can use that across the board, like not at a wedding,
anything on your day. When you wake up and meditate.
Yeah.
Meditate on your day, meditate with releasing expectation. Yeah, definitely.
Right. Expectation is like the worst buzzkill.
That is a quote, and you need to quote that and put it with a pretty photo in the site. Exactly. It is
I love
Yeah.
it. Well, thank you for helping us release some superstitions that we might not have even realized that we had.
That's
This is
all we
just,
do.
I love how creative all of you are. And you're just like, Friday the 13th, I've got something to say about that. You guys are amazing. Love you so much. Everybody has a beautiful weekend. Enjoy all of the things, whatever it is. If it's sun, if it's rain, whatever it is. Thank you all so much. And we'll see you guys on Monday.
See you Monday.
Bye, guys.